So I'm going to talk to you guys about the most important thing you're going to hear tonight. Ensuring species continuation during an extended undead cataclysm or surviving the zombie apocalypse. Now, this is the most important thing you're going to hear tonight because it is going to happen and you guys need to be prepared and I'm going to help you. What you're going to hear is, what is a zombie? We're going to define it so you know what you're up against. Then, what do you do when they rise so that you can survive? And then, after you've survived, then what? What are you going to do now that they're all gone? So, when we're looking at zombies, the zombie is three things. It is undead, it feeds on humans, and it is incurable. Now, there is some overlap in those areas, but if you're dealing with vampires, ghosts, or Hannibal Lecter, I'm not going to be able to help you out tonight. I'm only going to be able to help you with zombies. So, undead. A zombie is undead, meaning that their life force is gone. Their soul is exited the body. They are not simply some mad human running around with a virus. They are also incurable. You can't inject them with antivirus. You can't cut off your arm and hope that you've saved yourself. Now, when they come, what you need is a plan. I've got my plan on the back of my iPod. I carry it with me all the time. Okay? Now, you guys need to take your plan and maybe like tattoo it on your arm or somehow remember it all the time. Keep it with you. What you need with you is a group of people. You need a leader. You need a green thumb who's going to grow stuff for you. You need a teacher who's going to teach all the kids that you're going to have. You need an EMT, a nurse, or a doctor to deal with all your medical needs. And you need an architect or a contractor to build stuff for you. Now, also, you need compatibility. You need to be able to ensure that your social dynamics are good. You don't want to be the only red in an entire blue group. Also, you need even numbers so that you can repopulate the Earth, and genetic diversity so we don't repopulate the Earth with guys like that. Now, what you need is a rally point for your group to meet at so that you can get to one of your three destinations that you choose. You need to choose these destinations far apart so that you can get to either one. Now, my destination's up there on that map, but I'm not going to tell you where it is because I don't want you guys following me. All right. Then you also need to come up with an agricultural plan to grow stuff where you're going. You need to come up with a construction plan to build your houses and your greenhouses and stuff like that. And then you need a plan for the government because it's going to be you. You're going to be creating the government for the world. Now, when you need to enact this, first off, you need to create your plan now. Go home tonight, make your plan. Then, early during the outbreak is when you're going to want to enact your plan. In order to find the early in the outbreak, you're going to want to look for things in the news like weaponless homicides, mass hysteria, and weird animal attacks. You're also going to want to look for industrial accidents where a lot of people die, or when FEMA is involved and the Red Cross isn't. That's the very bad point because they're not looking for any donations. You need to worry, okay? Now, where do you need to go? You need to find a place that is remote, uninhabitable, and miserable. Now, that is a picture of Price, Utah. You still need to find more uninhabitable, more remote, and more miserable. That doesn't quite fit the bill. All right, what you want to look for is a place with tundra, so it can freeze the zombies, the desert, so it's going to dry them out, or the rainforest, where there's enough bugs and microbiotics that are going to eat them before they can get to you. That's where you want to go. All right. Now, how do you get there? Before the major outbreak, you can get there by normal trains, planes, and automobiles. However, if you have a guy as annoying as John Candy in your group, make sure that he's bound and gagged or sedated throughout the trip so that you all can survive your trip. After the outbreak, however, you're going to want to rely on things like feet or horses because your major roadways are going to be blocked. You're not going to be able to drive there, and planes are probably going to be crashed. However, if you have a dirigible that's going to be able to take off and land on the spot, you're probably golden, so use that. All right, now, why do you want to do this? After all that, if you still have to ask the question why you want to do this, I can give you an example. You either have a choice between making your plan or being one of these two people. The lady eating her dad or the dad being eaten by her daughter. Your choice. All right, so now that you've survived, the zombies have gone, what do? You need to start to reconnect. Try radio contact with the other survivors. Look for travelers or send out scouting parties. However, if the scouting party you sent out doesn't come back, don't go looking for them. They're dead. All right, you want to start to rebuild. Set up trade with those other survivors. Then move into small to medium-sized cities that are zombie-free and start to create good relations with those other survivors because they're going to help you create the government for the world that you need. All right, then you need to start repopulating. Jason kind of already told you how to date, but you need to take it farther. You need to be able to repopulate, have babies. And if you need to have a picture of what having babies looks like, Google it. All right. Thank you for your time. Good luck out there. And remember, when the zombies rise, get busy living or get busy dying, but when it's all said and done, just plain get busy.